Alright, so we've just turned up. We've turned up early. I'm always early for everything. This is the Bridgend Club where everything's held. The good stuff happens up there. Setup hasn't even really started yet, but the parking is not ideal, and we learned that the hard way the first time. So we make sure we get in nice and early, get our space. Okay, so people are starting to arrive. We are about half an hour out from, not the start, we're about an hour and a half away from the start. Once all the sellers are here, they are frantically checking each other's lists. You can have access to the list, you can't see the fish before they come up, which is odd, but you can see what people have brought, and yeah, there's a lot of frantic check-in, see if they've put reserve prices too high, what other people have got, if they got what they're looking for, and then generally the public are in and we're away. The master auctioneer is here, Colin of Catfish Caves, Custom Catfish Caves. Highly recommend checking that out. Check him out on Facebook if you haven't already. Yeah, I'm not particularly looking for anything. Just here to move a couple of fish because of the restrictions that they've now put in place for the sake of the auction, the good of the auction. There isn't much actually that we're moving. So it does remain that Fish Fete is going to be the big sale for us this year. Fish Fete Gloucester 2025. Hopefully it will be as busy as Bristol. So this is the hall. Amount of magic's going to happen up on the stage. Like I said, we're very early. Sit right about because we're naughty kids.
Very active, very colourful fish in the tank.
So our first lot came up. It was a 236 super white. Did not sell.
Nope. Okay, they can go
Reserve
up.
price was only 50 quid. No sale. So with 5 of those on offer today, I don't think this is our audience at all, which is unfortunate. But it happens. I think most of the people here are just trying to sell.
Black, £50 reserve.
The Royal Pleco
we've got. I've
£50
put in
reserve.
the 50 on that one. Any advance on the 50? So, £50.
Yeah, that's crazy cheap. Nobody here is willing to pay anything. First lot out, I bought 6 similar Corys for, I'm not going to tell you how much, stupid cheap. Stupid cheap. This is not going to be a good auction for us, but it is a fun experience. I get to see that gentleman there in the hat, and we always have to sit at the back like naughty children because it's just silly. You know that one person that just makes you silly? Yeah, that's him. The screen, it's not working. You can't see anything, which is unfortunate. I'm not a fan that the fish come out of a dark box and straight under Spanish Inquisition lighting either. But they've tried to improve on last time. Like, there you go, you cannot see what is in that bag at all, which is a shame, but we have to applaud them for trying to improve. We'll see how it goes. I don't think this is going to be a good day for us. So, quick update on a bit of a march, because it is definitely not a seller's market in there today. It's not a Pleco market either. We've had genuine RB line 236s come up, didn't sell. L270s didn't sell. 191 Royal Plecos going for 50 quid. Big boys too. Obviously none of our super whites sold. Not in the auction. But yeah, might have bought quite a lot. Might have run out of money. So now we're on a march to a post office to try and get more spondoolies so I can buy more stuff. It has been the best auction to buy at. It really has. Every lot that I've thought I've wanted, I now have. So I'm gonna have to go back and check lists and see if I can, see if I can get some cash first. Well, that's a no-go. Yeah, apparently there isn't a cash point in this entire town. So we're just on the way back now. That was the worst sales day we've ever had. There was just no buyers in the room. I think everybody there was just trying to sell stuff, to be honest. I mean, Plecos in general did not do well. We ended up selling one 236 Super White, but not actually through the auction. And yeah, I mean the rainbows, not rainbows, killifish went. But yeah, we ended up coming away with a lot more than we should have. So got some absolute bargains because nobody was buying. We did get bargains. So swings and roundabouts, I guess that's the problem with auctions. They just kind of, they go one way or the other. We've had some great days there. It genuinely has cost more in diesel to get here than we made. Unbelievable. But at least it was a day out in a boring room full of strangers. So yes, selling wise, the auction was an absolute bust for us. There was no money in the room. It certainly wasn't a Pleco day. There was a lot of Plecos that didn't sell, and anything that did barely made reserve or went very, very cheap. But this is what we came away with. Over here we have a disgusting bag of snail soup. I saw it in the lists, and we like rabbit snails. We breed a lot of top quality rabbit snails here. These not so nice. Really, really not so great. But we will see what the offspring of those could look like. If the offspring look nice, excellent. If they don't, then we will have to crossbreed something over and see what that result is. Some more L183s. I had to put an emergency bag around it because there was a bit of a leak. So there's 3 more 183s in there, just to get the juvenile colony up again, because we used to keep them and then we didn't, and now we got to build back up. This giant African fan shrimp is a blue boy. It's actually a girl, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's a girl. Yeah, terrible, terrible visibility through bags. But this is for Mrs. Shrimp's tank. More Barbatus Cories. Unfortunately, one didn't make it in the bag. That was noticed 30 seconds after I exchanged money for it. So we quickly removed that one from the bag. Everybody else seems good, however I am keen to get them out of there. And then we got 2 bags, which was every single little Cory similis, because they are just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And as nobody was spending any money, I got them for a ridiculous price as these guys. These guys are actually bred by the same guy that our adults were bred by, so I'm very happy with that. Yes, these are my exciting ones. And these have nowhere to go. Oh, and we actually came away with some Gardner as well, which totally defeated the point of selling the Australes out of this tank. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. So yes guys, overall we had a really good day. If you haven't been to an auction before, I highly recommend you get yourself down to one. And if you've never been to a swap meet before, well, Fish Fate's not too far away. So we'll see you in Gloucester.